Hey guys, in this video I want to go into detail about this scene. I will show you the various techniques I used to achieve this result. Thanks for subscribing to the channel to support me. Stick until the end of the video, because I'll show you all the assets I use into my project. This is the first overview of the scene. As you can see, only a small part of the scene has been modeled and filled. The main point of interest are the orange tree, the meadow, and the river. Let's start with the lightning. Thanks to Lumen, I can set the appearance of the lightning based on the rotation of the sun. As you can see, the lower the sun, the darker the environment becomes, until it's almost completely dark. It's very simple and super effective. Now let's move on the grass and landscape, which is used to color almost all the vegetation present in the scene. As you can see, I can color the ground, and thanks to the real-time virtual texturing, the grass takes the color of the landscape, like you can see here. Let's see the shader. We have various color and textures, like this one, the terrain texture. Each color is editable in the screen, thanks to the material instance. The colors have already been colored on the map, but I can still change the hue to change the look of the scene. I can also color the tip of the blades to give more color variation. Now let's see the river instead. They are splines created in the map. As you can see, they can be moved on all axes as usual. Clearly, I designed the splines based on the route and my needs. Under the river, there is this effect, caustic. It helps to give that realistic touch underwater. I'll go into detail in the next video, with a deep dive into the creation of rivers and lakes, with the implementation of this plugin into my projects. And now the bushes. Each bush is editable in color, as you can see now. The leaves are made up of polygons, which can be enlarged until the desired result is achieved. It's very important to change the hue of the bushes to have a good composition, made of different assets in terms of shape and color variation. A very important aspect that define the shape of the bushes are alpha images that can I apply to the bush. A very similar technique is used for trees, where I can change the color, shape and composition for each asset present in the scene. It's a very simple system when you have all the tools ready. I'll show you something more specific in the next videos. As for the vegetation details, such as flowers and additional grass, they can also take color based on the terrain, and in this case I can change the hue a little. Each one foliage has been carefully placed by hand to suit a nice overall view. The assets I used to fill the scene are a collection that I found on Marketplace. Now let's move on the stones and all the solid shapes in the scene. They are composed of textures created in Blender and then applied to the various models present in the scene. These are the first tests I did to see the result in Unreal Engine. Even wood, for example. I tried to change color with different textures and try larger rock formations made up of more details. Now let's talk about scene composition. As you can see, I took this very famous video on YouTube as a reference, link in the description. I took into consideration colors, shapes, and composition as a reference to arrive at the result you can see here. Now let's see some gameplay to demonstrate that the scene is playable even without any optimization. Everything is interactive. The grass moves as the character passes, like the bushes. Now I'll show you all the assets I used to achieve this result. Here you can find the grass that I use in my project, the foliage composed of flowers and various vegetation, and the water, like rivers and lakes. Here we are at the end of this presentation. I have tried to list all the techniques I used to achieve this result. Remember that I don't have much experience in Unreal Engine. So this was my first graphical approach with the engine, and I wanted to challenge myself to arrive at this result, very similar to Studio Ghibli. Thanks for following this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel to support me, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye!